What's up, guys? Paul Thayer here, back with another comic book review. On this episode, we're going over Absolute Batman issue 1. We're going over Batman issue 1 because you guys voted for it on our Twitter page at Project Analysis. So if you're not following us on there, follow us on there so you can be part of the vote for next time. But let's dive right in to this review on Absolute Batman issue 1. We are in a brand new world, and inside this world, it is made off of dark side energy. So they're more darker, they're more grittier, they're more vengeful, and that's up my alley. So, diving right in, they got Bruce as a young boy, and I'm pretty sure it's his father that he's with. I could be wrong, because they said his father is still alive, but they're teasing that he got shot. But regardless, the point. It's a double-page spread of this awesome gun picture. It says Absolute Batman The Zoo Part 1 of 5. So there's going to be a 5-issue arc for Absolute Batman. And the main thing right now is they have this new perspective. And this new perspective gives you that old vibe from Batman Year 1, which was written by Frank Miller, where they have these little notes in, like it's like him jotting information down. And we think that's the vibe we're getting, that Bruce Wayne is our opening character, as, this character returning back to Gotham to take on this gang called the Party Animals. And then we find out that it is not Bruce Wayne, it's the stud, Alfred. And Alfred looks super badass, and, he's back in Gotham, and he goes to his favorite tea shop, and right next to his favorite tea shop is, one of these secret bases that he has, and it shows all of his weaponry. It shows like who he really is, and he's clearly a hitman. He's trying to leave a message for his daughter. His daughter doesn't answer. You see a little picture of her. Her name is Julia, and then he logs in and he's talking to somebody, giving him this information on the Party Animals to reprehend them, or get rid of them, but he's not really getting rid of them yet. He's basically there just to gain intel. And they're basically saying there's another party, there's another player in town. We only caught glimpses of him, but it seems to be circling the gang as well. If he gets too close, you do have authorization to engage. So you can engage with Batman, but you can't engage with these party animals. And he says, lovely. So he goes back, and he goes back to the street, and he sees his motorcycle's gone. Then it cuts to a guy who looks usually like Bruce Wayne, the medium frame, light 200s, and he's training at Croc's gym. Keep that there for a second. And he goes, hey, it's my turn. And then they show this giant Bruce Wayne. Like, this is absolute. This is big swings, big risks, big Batman. So we got big Batman. It shows him beating the shit out of a bag. And then as he's doing this, is cutting back and forth with him talking to his father. And then you hear a blam, and we turn to the next page, and then it's, Bruce Wayne going through the rage, and he knocks off, because he's so strong, the bag. And we see this character that's clearly Killer Croc, and his name's Waylon, and he's holding a crocodile. He has a snake, and they're arguing, and he's saying, hey, like, the guys and the people are back in town. Like, we got poker. You haven't been to poker. And it shows this image of young Bruce Wayne, a young Catwoman, a young Oswald, a young Harvey Dent, and I don't know who the other person is, but a young Croc. And now we're following the Party Animals, and we are seeing Mr. Maroni and Mr. Falcone. So these are the two big gangs that were always in Gotham, the big mafia guys. And they're sitting at the table with Black Mask, and he's like, do you want to see my collection? And the collection is all these heads, and they think they're fake, and then it's the cousin, then it's the brother, and then they, jab him right in the eye with some crazy intense kills, and then, zip ties the other one. And then it cuts back to Batman getting ready to, take on the night as the sun is setting. So Jim Gordon is also in this universe, and he's the mayor, and the commissioner is Bullock, so we got a little switch up there, and everyone's getting pissed off that, Gordon isn't handling this. They're telling him, step down, he's a joke, voting for the opponent. And as this is all going on, Alfred's watching, and he sees the party animals approaching, and he's also told not to engage, and the party animals start ripping through everyone, including, Commissioner, Mayor Gordon, and they're all fighting, and then Batman comes in. And Batman comes in, and this is a 16, and he comes out from the top of like the pillars, and he swoops down, and they got the ratatas in there, and a beautiful splash page on the right side. And then it's all about the action. You know, he shows that he's super technical, he's super strong, and he's beating the hell out of all these guys, and it's going through the motions. Like, he could take off his part of his mask, his cowl, and throw those as batarangs, and he's, you know, just missing the arteries. He's really beating the hell out of them, though. It's a different approach to Batman. And then one guy pulls out this blade. He pulls out this blade. He's challenging our Absolute Batman. And Absolute Batman pulls out an axe from his chest and slices the arm off. And, you know, they all run away. And then he basically explodes the bridge to keep them under. And as soon as that happens, Alfred goes to engage. And he gives him a warning before you even blink. And then bam! You know, Absolute Batman escapes, and then it's back to the notes again. We're following Bruce Wayne, saying that he was an engineer and he designed things, and it's basically giving you that whole background of him, and then everything changed from when he was a kid, from this zoo thing that we haven't learned about yet. But yeah, he's saying that he was super smart. He could have won pro in football, but he didn't. He faked an injury because he was saving all of his energy for what went down that night. And shows all this smart things. He was studied and applied mechanics, chemistry, criminal psychology, military theory, social, cultural history, everything to prepare. And right when Alfred's about to take him out, it shows that Bruce Wayne still has his mom. So he still has his mom, still has his dad, and Alfred lets him go. And now Alfred thinks he has the upper hand on Bruce, and he's going to get him at another time. And soon as he does, it's actually Absolute Batman ready with a shotgun, his shotgun from earlier, and modifies it to shoot batarangs right into his face and keeps him alive, and then dips out. And then we have a great double page splash of Absolute Batman riding off into the sunset, and this book is absolutely stellar. And then we get the epilogue basically saying, for 5 years I tracked him while we studied with Henry Dunkard in France, then killed the poor shit, while he trained with the League of Assassins, then killed them, now in the wind. And they're like, you didn't hear? The guy never laughs, not at anything ever. That's why they call him the Joker. So they're teasing Joker as the big bad, who's already killed League of Shadows, kills all these people, and that's why Alfred Pennyworth is in Gotham. So overall, art's fantastic, writing's fantastic. I have this out because Scott Snyder is one of my favorite Batman writers, and I got this on the bus recently, and I've been diving back in. And him and Greg Capullo rocked, but also him and Nick Dragotta rock as well. This is a brand new approach on Batman, so if you're new, I know they're doing all the 4th and 5th printings. This book sold over 400,000 copies. I highly recommend getting it. Grab Absolute Batman. Grab a variant cover, or another variant cover. It's up to you, but I highly recommend checking this out. And if you want more videos like this, make sure you like, make sure you comment, and most importantly, make sure you subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.